In this video, I want to talk about the hard life photography in Brazil. I live here and I live in a small town called Altinópolis. It's a very, very tiny city. We have 16,000 people living here. Like live in a big house with some friends or some family. It's a great place to live. We have good schools. We have a good healthy system. We have a good police service, but we live in country in Brazil. We live most worst moment, a worst economy moment in Brazil. For example, in Brazil, in your state, talking about United States or Canada, you have a dollar. In Brazil, we have a reals. In Brazil, to pay $1, we have paid 6 reals. And in Brazil, we buy gasoline, and we buy, in Brazil we call petróleo, and I think is correctly formed to say petróleo. And we have petróleo, we have stations of petroleum and natural gas. We have some type of fossil combustive. We have large way to be a great place to live, to work, and more money to the population, to the citizen. But we have a worst problem with our government. In Brazil, we have a feeling to impunity. In Brazil, we call impunidade. We feel lost. Our economy liberty. We don't have economy liberty. In Brazil, our government thinking in make some types of laws about the social media and payments with the Pix. We have a payment form called Pix, or transactions in the payments to make our bank accounts made in Pix. I don't know how explain this for you, but in Brazil we have this in many peoples, and the large number of peoples in Brazil use this platform Pix in the way to payments to make your business, make your stuff. And I make my job and make my work in photography, and my payments, I use the Pix, receive some real, like $1, but don't have the same value. In Brazil, we have a problem, an economic problem, and we have a liberty problem, your freedom to speak about the problems with the government, about the economic problems. It's so real, it's so heavy, and we see a lot of people go out, immigrate to Canada, immigrate to other countries, go to Portugal, go to United States, go to Australia, and we stay in Brazil, we suffering about the economic problem. And corruption is so massive here. We have some politics and some governance with a criminal list in your career, and at the same time the same governance stay in power, stay living in peace in your country. It's so bad and so boring. To be honest, I'm so bad about this, and I don't have any vision to future, a worst vision in the future if we start living in here in the same way. I start record my videos in YouTube in other language. I search, I find the English to make videos, and I start make this just make a better monetization in my channel, and to share my thoughts and share my experience in photography with other parts of the world. In the same time, I'm stay thinking about the Brazilian problems, and it's so hard to think, and in the same time I thinking about this, and I continue my work and continue my job, and we live a worst moment. We live the worst economic moment in Brazil. We live the worst government in Brazil. Our democracy are living in problem, and when I see a whole world in YouTube and social media, I know other countries have problems too, and economic problems and healthy problems and political problems, but in Brazil we live a worst moment. I don't know how to make my my job grow up. I don't know how I make this. I know this topic is so boring and so hard to talk about this, but I have talked about this in my channel, and I have talked the reality when we live in the difficult moments in Brazil. And I hope in the future we have a better place to live, but in this moment I don't see my future in this place, and I think in the future find new opportunities in other countries. I think in Canada or in United States. It's the other thing I start talking more in English and study in English and train my conversation and to train my speaking. And in my YouTube channel I find a way to practice and express my opinion about all topics, but here I want to talk just in photography. But this topic is very important to me, and I think you have know about this and have your opinion. Please comment down below, give your comment about this, give your comment about your state, your country, your life, if you have share with me, and is it. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope see you in the next video. Goodbye.